Meet Dottie Mae Harlan, a country singer who never existed. No record label, no tour dates, not even a blurry photo from a honky-tonk in 1966. Just a name, a fake album cover, a fake video, and a song that's, let's just say, not exactly radio friendly. Dottie Mae is part of a brand new kind of nostalgia, one that doesn't come from the past, but from the imagination of AI. She's an invention, a digital ghost dressed up in Nashville fringe, and she's far from alone. From YouTube to TikTok, we're seeing an explosion of AI-created musicians, complete with fake backstories, photos, and even fake scandals. And what's wild is, people want to believe in these, just like we once wanted to believe in Paul is Dead or the secret Beatles album that never was. So today we're going to talk about why we keep falling in love with music that never existed and how AI is quietly rewriting the past. So whoever created Dottie Mae Harlan clearly knew what they were doing. They got the twang, the sass, the fashion, and the flavor of the past. They mixed it with some startling lyrics that could come from contemporary music. And this is more than selling an image or a humorous piece of parody. It's showing what AI can do about remaking myths and history. And we're only going to see more of this as time goes by. And not only are we going to see more imaginary bands and imaginary singers created by AI that are allegedly from the past, but we're going to see real singers and performers and classic rock artists from the past being used in AI to recreate events that may or may not have happened. So for example, there's a great story out there about how Eric Clapton, George Harrison once had a guitar duel to see who would end up being with Pattie Boyd. And in that guitar duel, which took place in George Harrison's kitchen, Eric Clapton won. Well, with AI, you could recreate the events from that time, but the thing that is the problem is that it will reflect your version of those events, but it will look realistic. So in other words, anyone can use AI to recreate the past or remake the past to reflect their vision, but it will appear to those who are looking at it as though it actually is something from the past, as though it actually is something that took place. And this is why something like this Dottie Mae Harlan thing is very funny, but it's also something that has a serious side to it. AI isn't just mimicking old things, it's playing on our human need for nostalgia itself. It's giving us a version of the past that's, flattering and humorous and safe and comfortable, but it's not real. And of course, that's one of the things that makes Dottie Mae Harlan so funny, is that she is a, quote, dirty singer making fun of the clean past. The problem that I see with this in the digital revolution is that we're going to confuse people who weren't around to know what actually happened, and we're going to make it so that distinguishing fact from fiction becomes virtually impossible. So now the past has always been a place for storytellers, but now it's a place for history manipulators. The AI capacity gives people the ability to recreate things that never took place or to slant things that did take place in a different direction. So back to the central theme here of Dottie Mae Harlan. There's nothing that we can do. The genie is out of the bottle on this. AI is going to be everywhere. There are going to be AI-created actresses and actors, AI-created singers and musicians, AI-created celebrities, and we may live to see the time when there are even AI leaders that are complete fabrications but take on the responsibilities that previously were handled by human beings. AI might not only be changing music itself, that is, the creation of music and the way that we listen to it and the way that it's produced, but the way that we remember it may actually influence the way that we look at the history of music. And I think this is something that's very important, particularly to someone who runs a channel like this. Part of the mission of this channel is to celebrate the history of classic rock and to keep the memories and events and timelines as clear as possible, while also engaging robustly with the myths and folklore around it. And AI can make that more possible and more fun and more interesting, but it can also make it very confusing, and it can exert a negative influence over the people who are trying to be genuine historians and to appreciate what truly took place. So my question to you is, do you think that the AI explosion of fake musicians and fake bands and fake timelines and fake history is harmless and just fun, or do you think that it has a serious side like I'm trying to allude to here? Let me know in the comment section below.
MusicGuru here, asking you to help us on our march to 10,000 subscribers.